Hey, what's going on, guys? The Horror Man back putting a positive spin on the Red Dawn remake. Earlier this week, Jason and I covered the original Red Dawn from 1984 during our controversial View series. Because of that, we thought today would be the perfect time to give the remake a positive spin. This Red Dawn remake was released in 2012, although the movie was filmed and completed in 2009. It was originally intended to be released in November 2010, but due to MGM's financial issues, the movie was shelved. Then, when it finally was released in 2012, people, of course, hated it. It's certainly not one of the lowest rated movies we've covered for Positive Spin. The Red Dawn remake currently has a 5.3 out of 10 rating on IMDb. But if you look at most of the reviews, they are negative. Now, as I mentioned in my controversial View video on Tuesday, I love the original Red Dawn. Watching this remake in preparation for this video, however, was a first-time watch for me. Truthfully, I did not expect to hate it, and in fact, I expected to really enjoy it. It turns out, though, I actually ended up liking it way more than expected. It might sound a bit blasphemous for some, but removing nostalgia from the equation, there are a lot of things I actually prefer in this remake over the original. I'm not saying I necessarily like it more, but it's a lot closer than I would have thought. I love the cast in the original Red Dawn, and I love the cast in this remake. It stars Chris Hemsworth, Josh Peck, Josh Hutcherson, Adrian Palicki, who stars in Friday Night Lights, Isabel Lucas, and Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Then there's Brett Cullen, Michael Beach from Sons of Anarchy and Saw X, and Kenneth Choi, also from Sons of Anarchy, among other things. Just like the original, this remake features an all-star cast of famous faces. I like the location change in this one. Red Dawn 1984 had more of a desert mountain setting, and it was a small town. Meanwhile, Red Dawn 2012 has more of a city setting. I also like the tweak made to the enemy in this remake, about which I won't go into detail. I love that some of the best scenes from the original are reenacted in this remake. The movie puts its own twist on them, which I appreciate. There are lots of extremely satisfying moments, and plenty of gut-wrenching ones as well. Just like the original Red Dawn, this remake maintains a lot of heart throughout all of the action. The emotional moments are very effective. One of the most impressive things about Red Dawn 2012, though, is the pacing and, well, the runtime. As much as I love the original, this one is faster paced. Plus, it's shorter by about 16 minutes, so everything really does feel a whole lot faster. I absolutely loved the ending as well. It gave me chills. I've always been of the opinion that if you love something, you usually want more of it. I'll never understand when people love a movie or a franchise, but then when a new film is released, they'll say, they should stop making these. Why would you want less of what you love? Even if you don't like a certain movie in a franchise you love, you still have the rest of the movies to enjoy. One film or even multiple films does not ruin a previous film. It's like when this Red Dawn remake came out and everyone tried comparing it to the original. Like I mentioned myself, I have nostalgia for the original. So obviously, a remake was never going to live up to it. Despite that, I love the remake, while also loving the original. And even if I didn't like this remake, I would still be happy they made it. Many times, remakes or sequels inspire newer fans to revisit older films. There may have been people who had never seen the original Red Dawn who went and watched it when this remake was released. That's a good thing, or a positive. Of course, you don't have to agree with me. This is just my positive spin. Please be sure to check out Jason's as well to hear his thoughts on the Red Dawn remake. Have you seen it? If so, what do you think of it? Comment below and let me know. To which hated movie will we next give a positive spin? Check back soon to find out. Until then, remember, physical media matters. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that thumbs up and be kind. Subscribe.